Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program will begin in just a couple of minutes. Also, please take this opportunity to silence your cellular telephones and other electronic devices. Thank you very much for joining us for Honors Day.
Good morning. Is that on?
Hi, Brooklyn! Noah! Gentlemen.
Good morning. We are here this morning to celebrate the individual accomplishments of this year's 8th grade class. The students have worked hard, and we want to recognize their many gifts and talents. They would be the first to admit that they did not arrive at this moment without the guidance and love of their families, the expertise and care of the faculty, and the support and friendship of their peers. Will the 8th graders please stand, turn to face the audience, and join me in showing their appreciation for families, teachers, and students who have helped them get to this point. All right. Following the tradition established in 1992 of recognizing the special and unique contributions that each 8th grade student has made to the middle school community, the faculty and 8th graders themselves have done some serious and some lighthearted thinking about each 8th grader. What you will hear today is a result of that information that has been gathered. A faculty member will introduce 2 to 4 students. Please hold your applause until each teacher has presented all of his or her students. Please hold your applause until each teacher has presented his or her students. Just a reminder. We'll start with Dr. Farrar and end with Ms. Gray. We need the handheld mic on.
Good morning. Good morning, all. According to her friends, Corinne Rodriguez has an infectious personality, is a hard-working individual, and is extremely athletic, especially on the soccer field. Watch out, Megan Rapone. These and other qualities were echoed by several of her classmates. She is also very proud of her middle school athletic experience and noted middle school sports has meant an awful lot to me because it lets me feel like I am accepted no matter the sport. I always felt like I belonged on the team. The sports team has always been really fun and gave me something to look forward to during the week. In describing herself, Corinne noted the following 5 adjectives: ambitious, enthusiastic, honest, punctual, and friendly. The latter of which Corinne attributes to her strong friend group on campus. We eagerly look forward to Corinne to continue to flourish as a stalwart student athlete in the years to come. Kevin Wheat, Judith Mendelson Rude, John Hope Franklin, Bridget Bickle. What do all of these noted scholars have in common? To start, their infectious love for history. Second, they all have published seminal works on American history. I predict that Bridget, with her masterful writing skills, will do the same. Couple this with her love for Dungeons and Dragons, literature, fictional universes, Star Wars, me too, and her ever-present Rubik's Cube. As I read through her classmates' observations, I found out that Bridget is also a great friend who deeply cares for her community and is willing to share her knowledge about the French language, the great outdoors, and who knows, maybe Bridget will pen a history book or screenplay on Egyptian antiquities. We will not soon forget Olivia speaking out about the issues of social justice this year. She reminded me of the passionate responses of civil rights luminaries such as Mrs. Rosa Parks and her uncle, Reverend Andrew Young. She is a person who is dedicated to providing her siblings with a sincere sense of love and protection. In addition to being very proud of her involvement in volleyball, Olivia's friends describe her as being an empathetic person who is concerned about others. Another classmate communicated that Olivia is a lovely, funny, and engaging person who is a delight to share conversations with. She is also outgoing, energetic, and extremely supportive of her friends. I have seen her artwork encompass both animal and character drawings. Little did I know that Olivia is a prolific singer. Our hope is that she ventures through her high school career, that she will continue to hone all of these qualities that will be an extension of herself as an energetic and passionate individual. Wouldn't it be nice to have your friends describe you as very cool, chill, wearing impressive swag, and good at Minecraft, math circle, and badminton? No cap. I wish I had these qualities in middle school. Although Jamie Shea is perceived to be a quiet individual, she is a great conversationalist who possesses a sweet, generous, and optimistic personality. This last observation has been noted in both my history classes and in our advisory. One student mentioned that Jamie has comedic attitude and has an inquisitive desire to learn more about outer space. According to Jamie, she is extremely proud of her involvement in piano, as well as supporting fellow students in a youth rally that addressed the issue of anti-Asian hate. She also mentioned that she is to be commended for her vegan cooking skills, having won a recent contest. Thank you.
Testing. Kobe Bryant once said, "Everything negative, pressure, challenges are all an opportunity for me to rise." KJ White has exemplified what those words mean throughout his time in middle school. His determination, never give up attitude, and fearlessness have led to his tremendous growth both on the basketball court and in life. KJ says he focuses on improving by 1% each day, and this strategy clearly works. Teachers note how much KJ has grown and matured in the classroom, and peers say he's a reliable friend you can count on. KJ understands success requires having a positive outlook and supporting those around you. Of course, his innate competitiveness doesn't hurt either. KJ said, "I love to learn new things because the more knowledge you have in this world, the better off you are." Words all of us could live by. KJ, thank you for being part of our middle school team. When Babe Ruth said, "Don't let the fear of striking out hold you back," surely he was thinking of Willie Morick. Will approaches life with a free spirit, lives for the moment, and doesn't shy away from a challenge. In the classroom, Will is known to contribute greatly to group discussions and to make highly sophisticated arguments. Peers and teachers alike see him as a determined individual. Will enjoys sports and is admittedly competitive, but truly appreciates all the opportunities he's had in middle school. He said, "Just in 8th grade, I have played football and baseball and done digital art and woodworking, all within a span of 8 months." Perhaps most of all, Will enjoys joking with friends and making people laugh. His classmates appreciate his caring and easy to talk to nature. One said, "When you're with Will, you just can't help but smile." We agree. Will, thank you for the laughter and the wonderful memories. The great soccer legend Pelé believed that success comes from hard work, not talent. When we see Joe Benitez on the soccer field, in the classroom, or in the art studio, everything looks so effortless and easy. He seems to be good at everything he does. What we don't see are the countless hours Joe spends sharpening his soccer skills, fine-tuning his art strokes, and building on his academic knowledge. His friends describe him as being a determined and thoughtful person you can rely on. He approaches everything he does with pride. When working with others, Joe has proven to be an amazing partner who is open to new ideas and supports everyone around him. His teachers know him to be empathetic, hardworking, and optimistic. He tries to find the positive in everyone and everything. Joe, we look forward to hearing the many ways in which you're going to possibly impact our community. Thank you.
When you're in a room and you hear giggling, chances are it's Esme Younger. She is seemingly always full of joy. Teachers note that Esme is enthusiastic, highly organized, and self-motivated, whose work is thoughtful and well-prepared. Esme is also a skilled artist, both in drawing and painting, particularly in graphic design, and she is a talented creative writer. She is compassionate and empathetic toward animals and others, which she exhibited during her engagement in programs at the Pasadena Humane Society and Families Forward. She holds her family and friends close to her, and her peers recognize that by saying she will always have your back. One classmate remarked, "Esme is a great person and even a better friend." We all agree, Esme, we will miss your ever-present giggle, but know you will fill high school with your laughter. Friend, student, and athlete. One might say Diego Scholes is a triple-double kind of guy. He leads in assists, being a good friend to all. They describe him as a teddy bear, saying he's huge, warm, and kind. He may seem intimidating, but he would never hurt a fly. Everyone agrees if you ever need help, he's the guy to ask. Diego tallies up the rebounds, showing his tenacity and effort in the classroom. He never gives up. We have watched Diego develop as a student, exhibiting grit, curiosity, and a little bit of mischievousness. This determination carries outside the classroom too, as Diego dominates in points in the paint and is a passionate artist. In fact, Diego brightens everything he touches, but always thanks us for the experience. Well, thanks, Diego, for being a wonderful member of this community. We're sure you'll get the slam dunk in high school. Did someone say Tom Holland was in the house? If so, watch Katie Gomez's face light up. She might even have him autograph the personal wood art she made with his name on it in woodworking. Aside from being a super fan, Katie has many talents. She can rap, she's a podcaster, a dancer, and an athlete. But perhaps most noticeably, Katie has a spirit that brightens any classroom, field, or stage she's on. Her peers describe her as funny, supportive, and loyal friend. Katie works hard at everything she does and is proud that she gives it her all. Her determination and skill were especially apparent during the 8th grade speech finals when she spoke about GMOs. Outside of the classroom, Katie is a Girl Scout and through National Charity League has completed over 500 hours of community service in 2 years. And she does all this with enthusiasm and positivity. Good luck next year and keep shining.
The best person ever is how a friend of Celine Pay described her, and then added, "She told me to write that, so she's funny." Celine laughs easily, and her jokes and actions often light up the classroom. She's also incredibly studious, taking careful notes and asking thoughtful questions in classes. She loves science, particularly learning about the nervous system, and she is known to be generous and willing to help others with their homework and school projects. Outside of academics, Celine is an accomplished art student who recently drew a figure from life with exceptional accuracy and grace and is a member of the archery team who won the Cal State Games twice. Celine knows how to live in the moment and find the positive. The novelist Maurice Thompson once said that there is no excellence in archery without great labor. Whatever the task, Celine always puts forth her best effort and never gives up. A wonderful recipe for success in life. Jack Nicklaus, one of the greatest golfers of all time, said, "Success depends almost entirely on how effective you learn to manage the game's two ultimate adversaries, the course and yourself." Cece Liu has learned to manage both, winning various awards in the sport and maintaining excellent grades by balancing her personal and academic life. Cece loves to draw and paint. She is in fact so skilled at it that her work in drawing class was repeatedly used to demonstrate what results her fellow students should aspire to. Cece pays attention to every single detail in all she does. Her writing is filled with warmth and humor, and she has been an active and contributing member of the MSSCEC. Cece wears a hat that says, "Enjoy golf," but it should just as well say, "Enjoy life." Whatever the task, Cece never forgets to have fun. Her friends love her hilarious jokes and playful nature. Keep swinging easy, Cece, and enjoy yourself out there.
And the award for the most brutally honest and humble person alive goes to Clive Bird. Clive gave himself this award because, as he says, if he weren't part of the class of 2026, they would be missing a kind and intelligent person who never brags about himself. All kidding aside, we do believe that if Clive weren't part of this class, something would be missing. His peers and teachers commented that Clive always makes your day more interesting with his humor, and teammates enjoyed having him on their team. Clive has also grown as a student during middle school, and peers remarked that they appreciate being able to learn from him. As a debater, Clive's grasp of the issues commands respect, and he is even able to weave puns into his debates. We all got to witness his skills during the 8th grade speech finals. Clive, we know how humble and modest you are, but we also know you have a lot to brag about. If you're ever feeling down, just find Alix Fournier-Fakori, and she's bound to make you laugh. Her peers say she's always making experiences more enjoyable, and one even commented that, quote, "Once I got to know her, I was a lot happier." When Alix isn't channeling her energy into making others laugh, she's a determined athlete, excelling in swimming and setting multiple PRs this year alone. She's worked hard to overcome challenges and find the fire within. This fire spills into other parts of her life as well, and Alix was one of 3 8th graders to participate in the annual Pollyanna Conference for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. She enters everything with good intentions and hopes to do well. In 6th grade, Alix created a poster that still hangs in a classroom today, which reads, "The one who falls and gets back up is stronger than the one who never falls." Alix, may you never forget to live by these words and always be the strongest you can be. When people think of Sam Kinjo, the first words that probably pop into their heads are funny, playful, and maybe even a little goofy. His curious and lighthearted demeanor lightens any mood or class. But when we really stop to think, we realize that behind all his jokes is an insightful, bright, inquisitive young man. One peer remarked, "I see him as a really smart dude." His teachers say that Sam is never afraid to ask questions, often many questions. This year, Sam has found a dedication and desire to improve himself through weightlifting. He even requested that we embarrass him here so he can be motivated to reach his squat PR. So Sam, just kidding. We're not going to embarrass you. But we will leave you with this. When you take on more weight, there is a greater risk of failure, but the potential for greater reward. Keep working hard, stay motivated, and you will reach your personal best. Anyone who sees her recognizes that Zia Shively is fashionable. All you have to do is glance her way, and you'll notice her unique outfits and handmade jewelry. You also might already know what her peers do, as they describe her as creative and charismatic and say that she is a true artist. Perhaps you see her as her teachers describe, a passionate and dedicated student who has shown a commitment to herself and academics this year. Of course, people recognize her confidence as evidenced by her successful year in debate and her semifinal 8th grade speech. And finally, anyone who knows her knows she is a kind and empathetic friend who is not afraid to be honest and make her opinions known. Fashion icon Coco Chanel once said, "The most courageous act is still to think for yourself, aloud." So Zia, don't stop sharing that which you are passionate about, aloud with those around you. Thank you.
If we told you that we had seen Everest Xander's diligence toward her schoolwork, her courage in overcoming her fear of public speaking to present her 8th grade speech, and the way she strives toward the goals she sets for herself, you would know Everest, the student. But if you saw Everest flowing across the stage in the 8th grade dance performance, then you now know what we in the middle school have known since she was in 6th grade. Everest has a special kind of gentle grace. Her classmates describe Everest as caring, generous, empathetic, trustworthy, and respectful. She puts others before herself, said one classmate. She always makes sure I have a partner in PE, said another. And yet another said, I can tell her things I can't tell anyone else. We have known the power of Everest's gentle grace, and we see Everest as a scholar, an artist, and a friend. Ashley Walker loves to watch anime. But just for a moment, imagine an anime character based on our own Ashley Walker. Oh yes, it would have the characteristically large eyes. The colors of its clothing would surely be composed with a keen eye, much like our own Ashley's artwork. But to truly represent Ashley, this character would also need quick and agile fingers to play her harp, large ears for listening to anything her friends wanted to talk about, and a heart so big that kindness poured right out. And through all of her adventures near and far, this character would carry her own compass, determining her own direction, appreciating and pursuing the things that are important to her with patience, persistence, and artistry. Ashley, we have watched your purposefulness grow and blossom during middle school and know that it will serve you well in your future adventures.
Ernie Harwell said, "Baseball is a lot like life. It's a day-to-day existence full of ups and downs. You make the most of your opportunities in baseball as you do in life." This fits Sean Phillips to a T. To be successful in both baseball and life, you need to be savvy. Sean shows this adaptability on the baseball field when making a play on a batter or knowing when to steal a base. And in life, when as many of his peers remarked, Sean knows when to make people laugh and when to build them up. Life and baseball both also require grit. Sean understands this and has worked hard to improve his academics. One of his teachers said he has shown much growth and is curious and a vocal participant in class. This overall resilience has made Sean a strong and dependable teammate, a trusted friend, and a valuable contributor to the Poly Middle School community. So Sean, we know that when new opportunities find you, you will continue to make the most of them. How is it that a single word, crease, can be used to describe all things Alejandro Cone Rabasa? A simple word meaning to fold or leave a mark led Alejandro to create his own heel strut and walk at the expense of his own body mechanics. just so he wouldn't crease his shoes. Since he can't crease his shoes, he has created creases or left marks in other places. In his artwork and his unique fashion sense. How about in debate with his unusual strategy of randomly using a picture book to help support his arguments and win? Ale has also left creases in the hearts of his friends who say he is very funny and someone who is always there for you. As an athlete, he has left crease marks on the football and soccer fields, and especially on the baseball field as an amazing pitcher-hitter combo. Ale, you don't have to crease your shoes because you have left lasting marks on the middle school. We know you will continue to make new creases in high school, all while keeping your shoes clean and smooth. Liamillard is the Energizer Bunny, not because he can rock the pink overalls, but because he keeps going and going and going. Like when he's constantly chattering in sports, or when he is telling a joke, or when he is actively engaging in class, or when he's picking himself up and trying again, or when he is pleading his case or cases. No matter what it is, Liam doesn't give up. Liam is also an unflagging friend. One peer said he is a guy that will listen and make you feel part of the group. Another friend observed that Liam works extremely hard for the stuff he has, and even when he gets shot down, he gets right back up. That determination can be seen in his work in and outside of the classroom. Liam, just like the Energizer Bunny, you are powerful, durable, and able to outwit, outmaneuver, and outlast your counterparts. So continue to keep going and going and going, spreading your high energy spirit into the high school. Thank you.
Charles Lentz. Where are you? There you go. Oh dear. It's always a pleasure to speak about Charles Lentz. During middle school, Charles has matured, becoming a clever student who comes up with fun and practical ideas about how to solve problems. Teachers note that Charles has unique points of view and isn't afraid to take risks. He's also known as a team player in both sports and backstage, where he painted scenery and built props, highlighting his generous spirit and motivation. Even under high pressure, Charles is upbeat and can always boost a class's morale. One peer said, "I cannot be angry or sad about this guy. He always manages to make me laugh even when I'm really not feeling it." His lighthearted nature and sense of humor are known to many. If Charles' performance in middle school is a good indication of his future, he will be an invaluable asset to his high school community. Charles, we can't wait to see what you achieve. We think a peer described Charlie Bryant perfectly when they said, "Charlie always has a big smile on his face. He's always so down to earth and real, which makes me want to be so down to earth and real with him. He's confident in who he is. These characteristics shine in everything Charlie does. He is an insightful student who sets high standards for himself and can handle even the most demanding situations." Charlie used his skills outside of the classroom too, as seen when he volunteered for the backstage crew for the upper school musical, where his hard work and friendly nature earned him the respect of the high school cast and crew. If you've ever spent time with Charlie, you'll understand why his friends say he's fun-loving, warm, and supportive, and that he seems to have a knack for checking in on people at the perfect time. Charlie, it's hard to say goodbye, but we know that you have our warmest regards, and we wish you the best of luck.
Excuse me. Anyone heard every K-pop song that's ever been made? Well, we're pretty sure Ellie Chu probably has. Between volleyball practices and school, you can find Ellie listening to this ever-popular genre or perhaps watching anime. In peer reflections, the words passionate, social, and friendly all frequently came up to describe her. Ellie is unafraid to be her true self and always finds the joy in whatever she does. Ellie is also an extremely decorated volleyball player. Since she started playing volleyball over 5 years ago, her club teams have not only won medals at the local level, but on the national stage as well. Her future is bright in this sport. She's a good friend to all, and her commitment and hard work shine like her smile. She is a Panther through and through, and we couldn't be more excited for what she'll achieve in high school. Peers say that Katherine McFarland is someone that is good at everything she tries. Whether it's sports, dance, academics, or art, Katherine has a true curiosity to learn new things and isn't afraid to take risks. During her time in middle school, she has stepped out of her comfort zone, engaging in different experiences like digital art and vegan cooking, and her confidence has grown by trying, failing, learning, and trying again. Katherine won first place in 3 different track and field events, won first place in the vegan cooking competition, and is an accomplished ballet dancer at the Colborne School. She understands her surroundings and is a genuine, loyal, and kind friend. People naturally gravitate to her because she has an infectious personality and great style. Katherine, you might not recognize all that you have accomplished and become, but we here in the middle school know that you have truly left your mark and can't wait to see what's next. Sophie Chu leads from her heart. One peer said, "Sophie is a kind, brave, and caring person. She clearly has her values in the right places and goes out of her way to help friends or classmates." This year, Sophie has given of herself as a student ambassador, a member of the debate team, a volunteer at Mano a Mano, where she helped secure a $400 grant for the organization, and as a student council representative. Not many adolescents can plan, carry out, and keep track of rivalry events with a crazy bunch of 8th graders, but Sophie achieved this weekly with organization, poise, and an impossible level of calm. And if all this wasn't enough, Sophie is an accomplished singer, dancer, and swimmer as well. Sophie's skills and determination are also evident in the classroom, where her academic drive is truly exceptional. No matter what lay ahead, we can count on Sophie to accept any challenge with grace, selflessness, and heart.
There is no doubt that each and every one of you in this audience has laughed at a joke made by Jack Odomora at some point this year. How could you not? Jack loves to entertain everyone around him with his sarcasm, quick wit, and dry humor. Jack has always been one to socialize, whether that is outside in the hall or in class during a lesson. While Jack acknowledges that there have been struggles along the way, teachers note that his hard work and dedication to doing well academically have paid off. Jack's friends describe him as outgoing, loyal, and outspoken. Jack is also a sports genius and knows everything and anything about sports, which makes it a big plus that he's also very good at playing them. Perhaps most importantly, though, is that beyond Jack's chill exterior, loud jokes, and great hair lies a true leader. We see it, and we can't wait to witness all that you achieve in the years to come. Has anyone ever seen Tyler Goldrick walk around campus with an odd waddle that resembles a duck? Does anyone know why? Those sneakers he wears are dripping and cannot be creased. Tyler, a sneaker aficionado and avid reseller, has already created a successful business using his natural flair for fashion and sick fits. According to Tyler, he owes much of this success to the strong relationships he's built this year and credits his peers for helping him combine his passion for clothing, sneakers, and skateboarding, and then turn them into a thriving business. Tyler has used his determination in the classroom as well, committing to overall improvement and showing up every morning for extra help. With Tyler's charisma, passion, smarts, beautiful singing voice, and enthusiasm, we agree with one classmate who said, "It's impossible not to love him." So, should you ever need sneaker guidance, you know who to waddle to. If you look up the word volleyball in the dictionary, you will most likely see a cheerful and bubbly photo of Kathleen Hollingsworth. Self-described as a sarcastic, tenacious, tall, and energetic sports star, Kathleen lives and breathes volleyball. While it's undisputed that Kathleen is an individual star on the court, it's her contributions as a team player that truly speak to her character. With strong and meaningful friendships among her fellow athletes, Kathleen not only shows up with spikes, digs, and stuff blocks, but she is also always there to support and cheer on her teammates. Kathleen's contributions do not just stop in sports. She has spent many hours with the National Charity League and values community work as an important part of life. Peers and teachers alike see Kathleen as dedicated and hardworking, and friends appreciated her kindness and ability to make people laugh. Congratulations.
If you close your eyes and think of Sophia Flores Castro, it is a sure bet that you will imagine her with a big smile and a twinkle in her eye. We have wondered, is it her sense of humor, her good nature, or her numerous talents and interests that make her smile all the time? The answer, all of the above. Teachers remark on her quick mind, her insatiable curiosity for learning, and add that she takes genuine pleasure in helping others succeed. Her classmates have raved about her amazing musical talents while noting what a down-to-earth peer she is. During her time at the middle school, Sophia has become a true individual who, in her words, is not afraid to speak her mind and speak up when she has to for herself and others, and has no shame in standing for what she believes in. Sophia, you have made a lasting impact on everyone during your time in the middle school. Tienes un futuro brillante por delante. Who, according to his classmates, sports great hair, will defend LeBron James's name, tooth, and nail, and has a huge heart? Alex Hagopian. Alex is not only known to crack a joke to lift the mood and to bounce the basketball on every surface he finds, including hallways, lockers, and windows, but he's also, as peers say, caring, respectful, and genuine. Alex is grateful for attending Poly and recently reflected on lessons learned while in the middle school. He notes that his biggest accomplishment was to be able to pick himself up during low times. Alex started 8th grade with loads of positive energy and a determination to be fully present in his classes. He has worked to achieve this and more, making a mark on the class and earning his place as one of the coolest guys around. A true friend who is easy to talk to and a good listener who values everyone's opinions. Alex, we admire your resilience and authenticity. Never lose your sense of humanity. Like every good entertainer, Griffin McElmore, with his irresistible poise and charm, has the power to engage and transport an audience to a place of momentary enchantment where the unbelievable can be real. Not only is Griffin a great magician, currently one of 4 junior magicians at the Magic Castle, but he's also an amazing baker, a great storyteller, and a gifted pianist and illustrator. This indisputably talented and warm-hearted friend is full of natural curiosity, humor, and creative energy. A classmate noted that Griffin can sit down and talk about things for a long while as if he was investigating a case. A teacher remarked that he sprinkles elements of discovery and wonder into any class discussion. Griffin, we have been grateful for your wisdom, playfulness, kindness, and spirit of generosity. We cannot wait to see what tricks you will pull out of your sleeve next.
Luca Brassolars is a bit of a thrill seeker. He loves sports that include a sense of danger. In the last couple of years, kiteboarding has become Luca's favorite sport, and he's been a skier all of his life. The exhilaration he feels speeding over water or snow comes at the risk of taking hard falls, and Luca happily accepts that. Luca also enjoys sports that are less extreme. He's a good tennis player, enjoys volleyball, and loves PE. He acknowledges that though he may not be the best at everything being played, he appreciates the opportunity to try new activities, and he finds that sports are a great way to meet friends. Luca's curious, he enjoys learning, he's never shy about trying new things, and he isn't afraid to be himself. In fact, his advice to each of us is, be yourself. You'll enjoy life much more. Those are wise words, Luca. We are certainly glad you are who you are. Go on and enjoy your life. We hope you have a lot of success. Henry Miller is a climber. He's summited Yosemite's Matterhorn Peak. He's traversed Mount Whitney, and he strives to reach high levels of success in just about everything he does. Henry is not the type of climber who steps on others to get to the top. In fact, his classmates say that he's very kind, chill, and a good friend. This year, Henry created a video game and built a PC, but he also enjoyed getting his hands dirty building a mini bike and block. He enjoyed woodworking and loved doing construction in technical theater, where he got to use his problem-solving skills. As for his future, Henry would like to be an astronaut and go to Mars. Talk about reaching high heights. Considering what we know about him, that makes perfect sense. We can almost hear it now. Houston, we have a problem. Hold off on that, Houston. Henry solved it. Henry, you're A-okay with us. There's no telling how far you'll climb.
Whether it is in the heat of a debate tournament or during an award-winning speech on the importance of ethnic studies courses to the curricula of private schools like Poly, when Iris Grether talks, people listen. And we listen because Iris speaks with a compelling combination of logical rigor and deep empathy for others. Her peers and teachers also esteem Iris for her considerable talents as a jazz musician on drums and the piano, as a key contributor to the Science Olympiad team, as an adept artist in the realms of enameling and drawing, and as a formidable practitioner of the art of solving a Rubik's Cube. Iris thus possesses a remarkable breadth of accomplishments that each displays a corresponding depth of mastery of a particular skill, and we are eager to see what Iris will do next. The words that his peers and teachers use to describe Brandon Shin include charismatic, hardworking, dedicated, fashionable, and a good friend. Brandon exemplifies all of these qualities and more. In the swimming pool, Brandon is an acknowledged master athlete, consistently turning in impressive performances at swim meets that point to a bright future in this sport. The habits of diligence and grit that Brandon brings to swimming are also present in his approach to academics. Whether he's putting a project together with his Science Olympiad team translating an ancient poem out of Latin into English, or planning out one of the intricate drawings or art projects that he is known for, Brandon does not stop working until he reaches an elegant solution. Brandon ties these characteristics together with a style and sharp wit that is all his own. For this commitment to elegance and excellence, we celebrate Brandon today. If we could encapsulate Michael Zhang in one word, that word would be determination. Determination to achieve excellence academically, to be sure, but also determination to live out his values and contribute to the community. We observed his habit of service in particular in the grant that Michael helped write and secure for the Mano a Mano organization. We also noticed how determined Michael was to be an integral part of the soccer and volleyball teams. Even when temporarily sidelined by injury, Michael was still active, cheering on and supporting his teammates at every practice and at every game. It's no wonder, then, that one of Michael's peers writes that he, quote, is always there for his friends no matter what, end quote. And no matter what Michael does next, we know that his determination to pursue excellence will serve him and our community well into the future.
I'll be reading for Mr. Schneider, who couldn't be here today. Did you know that music is math? Madeline's son does. A talented violinist, Maddie's hard work, passion, and drive have led her to achieve incredible success in the symphony, in the classroom, and in life. Those who know this virtuosic violinist can stop by to see her play for the Glendale Youth Symphony or talk with Maddie about her favorite K-pop artists. So remember when we mentioned that the connection between music and math? Well, then you're likely not surprised that Maddie is also a talented mathematician who blew the competition away at the Math Olympiad. When she sets her mind to try something new, you can believe that Maddie will go far. That's exactly what happened when she decided to try out mock trial and debate. Friends describe her as kind, driven, respectful, and always helpful. Maddie, the world is yours, and we know you'll continue to explore all it has to offer. Loving, optimistic, contagious laugh, and always there for friends no matter what. These are just a few of the ways peers describe Carthen Connolly. New to Poly and to California during middle school, Carthen didn't hesitate to participate in a new athletic team each season, dive into her studies, make new friends, and try so many other new things. Carthen took Poly by storm. Middle school has focused her perspective on academics, but she hasn't let that stop her from exploring her outside interests too. A stellar softball player, Carthen has worked hard to develop her skills these past 2 years. She also has a generous spirit that's committed to giving back, and she devotes her time to the community through the National Charity League. Her compassion for others, coupled with her open-mindedness, is evident to all. Carthen, we've enjoyed seeing your story unfold in middle school. We will be cheering you on from the stands next year. Lily Rose Garcia lights up a room. Fantastically witty, Lily Rose always knows how to make those around her laugh. You can count on her to have a clever remark befitting of any situation. Not surprisingly, her peers comment on her kindness towards all, her humor, and her incredible listening skills. In the classroom, Lily Rose jumps into history class and channels her hardworking spirit into group projects and writing assignments. You can also be sure that whether it's cracking a joke to brighten any situation or her dedication to her academics, Lily Rose brings a natural creativity to all she does in every aspect of her life. Outside the classroom, she has devoted more of her time to her favorite hobbies like playing piano and drawing. Lily Rose, you have wowed us in middle school, and we can't wait to hear how you continue to develop your talents in high school. We know you will keep us smiling.
Did you know that koalas' fingerprints are almost identical to humans? We bet that Akil Venkatapathi knew this. Akil loves sharing scientific, mathematical, or just plain fun and random facts. A determined and curious student, Akil is always looking for ways to extend his knowledge and figure out how the world works around him. Like a mathematician, he enjoys solving problems and creating conceptual connections across his disciplines. Helpful and inclusive, Akil's peers know that they can always rely on him for study help, to lend a supportive shoulder, or to lead his team in the Science Olympiad. Very good job. Akil is also an avid swimmer and plays the tabla, a traditional Indian instrument. We're amazed just thinking about keeping up with him, but Akil loves to keep his mind and body actively learning, and we know that he will dazzle us all with more unique and exciting facts in the years to come. Congratulations. Perfectly completed assignments, check. Piano test, check. PFS mentorship, check. Ice skating practice, check. Double pirouette, double check. This could only be part of Hera Yuan's perfectly organized checklist. Dedicated to her friends and family, academic excellence, service learning, artistic creativity, and fearless athleticism, Hera does it all. Actions speak louder than words, and although soft-spoken to many, Hera's friends and teachers know her to be an engaging and witty individual who actively engages in everything that she tries. Hera greets everyone with a smile, and even when she wears a mask, we can see the joy in her eyes. Peers also describe Hera as a thoughtful, considerate, and kind person. Hera, as you leave Poly Middle School, we know that you are prepared to not only take on anything that comes your way, but that you will go above and beyond what is expected. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ethan Hoffman is the self-proclaimed winner of the Full Throttle Award because, in his words, he is always stepping on the gas, keeping things exciting. He also describes himself as energetic. We agree. Determined. We agree. Talkative. We definitely agree. All kidding aside, teachers have been impressed with Ethan's diligence and drive, and peers describe him as a great gamer who loves his family, friends, and sports. An athlete who excels at every sport, Ethan particularly enjoyed soccer this year and can't wait to continue it in high school. One of his friends describes Ethan by saying he has big dreams and is a fan of the worst sports teams. Here's a Snapple fact for you, Ethan. Since you were born in 2007, the Blue Jays have a 46% winning percentage in 2,183 games. That is a perfect example of your loyalty to things you care about. Your hardworking personality will bring you nothing but success in the future. The type of friend that is always smiling. One consistent word used when describing Jackie Cardenas is kind. Her classmates also describe her as loyal, artistic, caring, and chill. One said, when you need someone by your side, Jackie's will always be there for you. Another remarked that Jackie's a friend that people wish for. Her creativity and passion for helping others extend beyond Poly. She is a leader in the Pasadena community and loves her town. Jackie enjoys making new friends everywhere, from hanging out with fur animals at the Humane Society to being a valuable teammate to all. Jackie has made great strides throughout middle school, academically, athletically, and personally. Tough and resilient, Jackie is proud that she has become more confident in herself and more open to those in her life, and we are too. Jackie, the future is bright. MVP, MVP, MVP. Isla Chan is truly a multifaceted MVP. First, we have Isla the friend. One of her classmates stated, "Whenever I'm feeling out of place or gently upset, Isla has never ceased to cheer me up, and I am so grateful to have her in my life." Isla is caring, smart, compassionate, and her sarcastic humor makes everyone laugh. Then we look at Isla the student, whose consistent motivation, determination, and insight make her a star in the classroom. Now, let's get to the stud softball player, Isla. She is a leader that spreads positive energy to her teammates and strives to get better every day. A ball player that takes control offensively and defensively. An innocent smile during the day that transforms to a fierce competitor on the field. Isla recognizes that she has grown throughout middle school and learned what's really important, and that it's okay to relax sometimes. Isla, you are clearly a champion.
Three words sum up Grady Babcock: friendship, academics, and basketball. When it comes to basketball, he is grade A committed. As Grady shares, quote, "This year, I've been practicing playing and improving in basketball every single day." This dedication transfers to the classroom as well. As one of his friends puts it, quote, "Grady is a monster on the court and a champion in the classroom." Grady's teachers note his strong study habits and determination, but Grady is more than just brains and brawn. He's genuinely kind and endearingly funny, as seen in his involvement with Poly BSA Troop, as well as with Mano a Mano, which he enjoyed because, quote, "I knew I was helping others." That's just Grady, a fully present, fully helpful teammate. So Grady, in addition to your awesome, fiery red hair, we'll miss your genuine smile, your spirit of solidarity, and your kind heart. Thank you for being a cherished friend to us all. In the world, there are nice people, then there are kind people, followed by authentically, altruistically kind people. Then there's Mariana Gomez, in a category of her own. In whatever setting Mariana happens to find herself, a classroom, a hallway, a sports field, Mariana embodies this virtue. One peer shares, quote, "Mariana is always open to trying new things, and she always puts others before herself. But as if being dependable, loving, funny, and open-minded were not enough, Mariana has an admirable work ethic that shows up in the classroom, where she is dedicated and resourceful, and especially on the soccer field, where her skills and understanding of the game galvanize any team she's on." Though Mariana exhibits all of these qualities on a daily basis, her teachers agree that one quality stands out above the rest: her humility. Needless to say, Mariana is truly one of a kind. Living without passion is like cooking without any seasoning. It's flavorless. But that's not an issue for Noah Posen. When it comes to interacting with him, you might as well be in a kitchen with the Michelin star chef. Think Gordon Ramsay, but without all the yelling. Fiercely confident, Noah exudes charisma, whether stating his opinion in the classroom, setting up a spike in the volleyball court, mentoring with Boy Scouts and Partnership for Success, or working in solidarity with Mano a Mano, packaging food at the Pasadena Job Center. Noah is a presence to behold. And like any good chef, Noah is eager to serve up results, and teachers remark on his diligence, curiosity, and determination. One friend describes him as, quote, "a bright, full of energy kind of person whose cheerful demeanor is contagious." So thank you, Noah, for sharing your passion and cheer with us and for adding some flavor to the middle school. Nicolás Kazuo Otamura is a voracious reader, a jokester, a dancer, a stage manager. He is intellectually driven, especially when interested, generous, lighthearted, quick-witted, and will willingly, as a friend says, help with any subject from arts to languages. But perhaps above everything, Nick is a lover of food. Nick, one peer remarks, could talk about food for the rest of his life if you let him. The only thing that satisfies Nick more than eating is sharing his love of food through service. Nick has contributed to our larger Pasadena community through Boy Scouts and states. I believe it is important to give back to the community and, most importantly, make sure no one goes hungry. So, Nick, as you head on to bigger and better sandwiches, we know you'll devour every opportunity set before you. And in that process, we can't wait to see all the joy you'll bring to our world, hungry for good young men like you. Thank you.
Benny Goodman, a clarinetist like our own Matteo Mazzi, once said, "The obstacles are all there. If you want to do something, you do it anyway and handle the obstacles as they come." This is Matteo to a T. Matteo joined the middle school from his own home last year on Zoom. Despite this challenging obstacle, Matteo found his way into the unique fabric of our middle school. It may have started with enthusiastic participation in world geography class, but Matteo now shares his ideas and deadpan humor with all of us. A classmate shared that in any class, Matteo can always make all the students and even the teachers laugh. He brings the class together and makes it genuinely fun with his natural confidence and humor. Matteo has also greatly improved his clarinet skills, and he can now play difficult pieces that impress all. So, Matteo, keep handling those obstacles. We know that you can do anything you want to do. Abby Wambach once said, "If you're not a leader on the bench, don't call yourself a leader on the field. You're either a leader everywhere or nowhere." This rings particularly true for Riley Goldrick, as she is a leader in all aspects of her life. A competitive soccer player, Riley contributes on the field and cheers on her team with zeal and enthusiasm. As a friend, she always offers to help others, and she is very encouraging about trying different things. In the classroom, Riley prides herself for her growth in self-advocacy, and she regularly seeks support from her teachers, now after hesitating to do so in 6th and 7th grades. Riley is no doubt a leader in all areas of her life, and we look forward to hearing about her leadership from the field and the bench of life in the future. To our esteemed jurors, I ask that you find this teen, Georgie Collister, to be most motivated and humble member of the 8th grade class of 2022. I will clearly outline my reasons forthwith. Georgie is a talented speaker. They were a member of a tournament-winning debate team this year, and they loved getting to hone their speaking skills in mock trial block this spring. In fact, Georgie can often be found debating a topic with her friends outside of class. One peer remarked that Georgie is a great person to argue with. In addition, Georgie shows their perspectives with their creative and praiseworthy artwork. That being said, Georgie will never gloat about their accomplishments or endeavors. Georgie has played chess outside of school for 10 years, but you'll never hear them brag. In short, I hope you find that you side with us and find that Georgie will have a bright future debating their way into high school and beyond. Thank you.
Everybody knows that Matthew Tomlin is an incredible squash player. The sport, and not the vegetable, as one of his friends clarified. And an accomplished musician in both the cello and the French horn. But who you may not know as well is Matthew the student and Matthew the friend. Whether sculpting a modern impression of a bear in ceramics, arguing in the speech finals, or helping a friend understand a difficult math concept, his talents in the classroom shine, and he shines just as brightly as a member of the middle school community. His peers describe him as funny, easygoing, and always ready to help a friend when needed. One of Matthew's fondest and most meaningful memories from his middle school years is his Chinese class and the bond he and his classmates have formed. So Matthew, Lu Ming, Smokey the Bear, Mi Yo, without the E. We know you will continue to dazzle everyone in high school. If you ask Nick Ashton who the true GOAT is, he would answer Ronaldo, the superstar forward from Manchester United. If you ask his friends who they think the GOAT is, they would say Nick. Not just because he scored the winning goal for the finals in the Poly soccer team. They would tell you that Nick excels in all of his classes, that he makes everybody laugh with his punny jokes during class meetings, that he puts 100% effort into everything he cares about, and that he always helps out whenever you ask, or even if you don't. And to top it all off, how many 8th graders do you know who have an approved app on the Apple App Store? He is a quick thinker, knows how to keep a conversation interesting, and is best summarized by one of his friends. He does this all while excelling both on the field and in the classroom. He is truly an MVP. Nick, congratulations on a job well done. Goal!
Carter Evans' expressive and artistic side, coupled with what one peer called his amazing optimism, makes him a star on and off the stage. His amazing vocalist and brilliant actor who stole the show during the musical theater performance. As a member of the cast, Carter was known to support his fellow performers, encouraging them to be their best selves. Behind the scenes, Carter's creativity and individuality found their way into the costumes he designed. Each piece he made had bits and pieces of his personality that sparkled just like he does. His creativity also spilled over into his French class, where his near-perfect accent helped bring his class skit alive. Over the course of 3 years, Carter has found his confidence and is apologetic about who he is and embraces what he can bring to the community. Carter, thanks for the joy and sparkle you brought into our lives. And we know you will continue to light up the next stage in high school. When asked what he might want to be said about him on Honors Day, Danny Lara replied, "I hope that people will say that I brought something unique and special to this school." Every day at Poly, Danny has displayed determination, dedication, and a thirst for knowledge that is matched by few others. Danny came to the Chinese class in 6th grade, not knowing the language, and through hard work and persistent practice, his language skills grew tremendously. During middle school, Danny was eager to try new things and has developed into quite the artist and athlete. In fact, Danny shows this drive and curiosity in everything he attempts. Danny's friends describe him as loyal, creative, funny, and most importantly, kind. The truth is, if we were to list all the unique qualities Danny has brought to the Poly community, we will be breaking the line limit for this script.
Danny, you truly make Polly a better place for just being you. You are the best. 罗伯言，你是最好的。Thank you.
An absolute legend is how Felice Fish was recently described by a classmate. And though we agree, we'd like to offer another term, intellectual. One who engages in critical thinking about society and seeks solutions for its problems. Felice is quite clearly an intellectual. It shows up in her choice of extracurricular activities, including the Community Engagement Council, which she participated in throughout middle school, and our debate team. Felice has been a fantastic debater, not just because of her speaking skills, but because of the effort she puts into researching topics dealing with subjects such as government, justice, and foreign affairs. And Felice's 8th grade speech, encouraging the U.S. to take in greater numbers of refugees, illustrates her awareness of concerns beyond our local community. Polly's mission speaks of developing students who will contribute profoundly to the world as intellectual leaders. We believe that Felice is already on that path. Baseball is a sport that requires patience, discipline, and self-control, and it's no wonder that it's the sport that Daniel Ismagilov has gravitated to. Daniel's peers repeatedly referenced his strong leadership skills. One wrote that he is the voice of reason that will always get a group back on track whenever they may stray from the task at hand. This was especially apparent on his debate team this year, which went undefeated at multiple tournaments in large part because of Daniel's ability to keep the team focused and on track. Furthermore, his interest in history and geopolitics greatly contributed to the quality of his team's research and arguments. While preparation allows the team to minimize errors, leaders also need to know when to have fun, and Daniel's dry sense of humor is another attribute noted by his classmates. Daniel, as you get promoted to a higher league, we all expect that you're going to hit it out of the park on a regular basis. We talk about middle school as a time for young people to begin to sort out who they are and what they believe and care about, and we think that Elisa Henry is an outstanding example of these ideas. We've been privileged to watch as Lisa has grown academically, dedicating herself to hard work and active engagement in her classes. We've seen her advance her love of writing while also developing new academic interests, including the biological sciences. We've seen her realize how much she cares about contributing to her community. As she wrote, "School is an opportunity not all have, and I want to make something out of the opportunity I was given." Finally, we've watched Lisa grow into a self-aware young person who stands up for her friends and for what she believes is right. Lisa will be excited to watch as you continue your growth and actively contribute to your upper school community over the next 4 years. A day in the life of Cody Converse. Classes, debate, board sports, and of course, a bit of classic rock. "We don't need no education" is definitely something Cody would never say. As much as he likes to talk about his favorite movies and TV shows, he has balanced his time effectively and is proud of the hard work that has led to his success in middle school. Speaking of hard work, champions keep on fighting till the end, like Cody and his debate team, which was among the strongest in our league this year. Cody described that debate has been his most meaningful middle school experience. He also rekindled his love of board sports, particularly snowboarding and skateboarding, learning a host of skills and tricks. Cody, as you wind on down the road on that beautiful skateboard you made, we hope that you'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, and your teachers in middle school will all wish you were here. Thank you.
Do not be fooled by Sophie Ankelis's quiet demeanor. If you listen carefully, you can hear the gears in her head turning, contemplating a new perspective on a literary classic, calculating a tough algebraic equation, crafting a razor-sharp debate rebuttal, or inventing a clever joke about a topic from class discussion. Her pencil is often moving as quickly as her mind, and she can fill the margins of any page with artful doodles and silly side comments while still offering insightful answers. She even undertook the ambitious goal of illustrating the dreams of every one of her classmates. Kind and considerate, Sophie goes out of her way to support her peers on the debate team, in the classroom, and during shared free time. Sophie's curiosity and ambition will take her far, and if her current ability to achieve her goals is any measure, we have no doubt that she will, indeed, become the champion of an adult hide-and-go-seek league. In Becoming, Michelle Obama wrote, "I've seen firsthand that being president doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you are." We are lucky to have seen what being a middle school president has revealed of Anya Patel. She has proven herself to be reliable, inspirational, creative, funny, patient, and generous. From organizing details for her class's first ever dance to being a role model for 6th grade student council reps, Anya has shown that she is a natural leader whom all her classmates and the student body as a whole admire. And her impressive traits extend beyond student government. Anya is a loyal friend, an accomplished student, a beautiful dancer, and a determined debater who is known for making sure that every group that she is a part of is successful. We have no doubt that Anya will continue to make an indelible mark in high school, and we are sure we are not the only ones already ordering a Patel 2044 t-shirt. You know the old adage about the duck that's calm on the surface but paddling busily under the water? That's a little bit like Oliver Marks. His friends describe him as easygoing and chill, and they're awed that he can go 9 minutes without blinking. But underneath that floppy hair and goofy smile, this cool guy is always striving to be the best possible version of himself. He is an astute thinker and an engaged student in his classes. He excels at any sport he tries, and he works hard to be a good listener and a great friend. Often, as one friend said, telling you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Oliver's genuine nature, quick wit, and clever sense of humor make him someone that his classmates respect and appreciate. Another classmate may have put it best: Oliver never ceases to be a fun guy to be around.
If you look carefully in the background of a Justin Bieber video in which all heck is breaking loose, you will notice Ian Teagan calmly playing the violin. Ian, in life, as in the video, is the calm and reliable touchstone for people who are lucky enough to know him. He is kind to everyone, and classmates report that he is funny and knows what to say when something is wrong. As a talented midfielder on the soccer field, and as a second speaker in debate, Ian is the teammate who holds things together. He lays his arguments out clearly, he thinks quickly to formulate rebuttals, and sets up the case for the final speaker to close. Ian's self-discipline and hard work have led to his academic success as well. In 6th grade, Ian saw school as just a place to learn, but he now sees it as a community full of people who care about him. Ian, your determination to do your best in everything will serve you well in life, and your kindness and compassion will make you a valued friend forever. Anastasia Arieta is a theater kid, theater spelled with an R-E. She bursts into song without warning, enunciates the most challenging phrases with skill, and knows how to land a joke perfectly. We have watched Anastasia grow as she has learned to take risks and become her genuine self. People gravitate to Anastasia's authentic nature, and she has made amazing friends, both at Poly and at Theater 360, where she has spent much of her time over the past few years. At school, her enthusiastic dedication and determination to succeed have led her to impressive academic accomplishments. However, it is her positive attitude and encouragement to others that make every class she is a part of a place of joyful learning. Anastasia has also put her skills to work with outstanding performances in mock trial, debate, and the 8th grade speech contest. In high school, Anastasia will definitely sing and dance her way into everyone's hearts. Brava, Anastasia, brava. Oh no, there is no sound coming out of the speaker. Never fear, Evan Chen is here to save the day. A whiz with computers, he never hesitates to help anyone in technological distress. In fact, Evan is always happy to help anyone in need of anything. A talented scholar, he enthusiastically tackles difficult problems, and classmates note that he is the ideal partner because he remains focused and determined while creating a fun work environment. On the debate team, his strong communication skills and organization make him an effective teammate, and his excellent research and passionate speaking style contribute to his success. Evan's warm, genuine nature and willingness to talk about anything at any time make him a cherished and reliable friend. Evan, we in the middle school agree with the classmate who described you as one of the most likable people I know. And we know everyone in high school will appreciate your generous spirit as we have. Oh, there you go. Strutting down the field, the center of the field in the Boba Fett costume that he made with a 3D printer for Halloween, Hudson Yen displayed the creativity and resourcefulness that we see every day. Hudson reflects his talent and innovation through art. He works diligently and finds inspiration in hands-on assignments in the classroom. And when the sun is barely up, the clanking noises coming from the weight room attest to his determination to live a healthy lifestyle. Playing midi, or midfield, Hudson is a monster on the lacrosse field who is not afraid to knock down his opponents, but is even quicker to come to their aid and make sure they're okay. And of course, with his bangin' part and excellent flow, that's hair for the uninformed, he is the quintessential lacrosse player. His friends note his warm and generous nature, as well as his super speed and agility. Hudson, you have the heart and strength of a lion, and we know you will use them both well.
We have all needed that one person who we can rely on, a kind friend who listens and gives the best advice. To her peers, Sophie Pang is this and so much more. To succeed in either the arts or the sciences is achievable, but to find passion and excel in both is much harder. Yet Sophie has done just that. She joined the Science Olympiad and excelled in everything she did, from constructing an instrument from scratch to helping others who needed her support. In the arts, Sophie has shown a considerable talent for the violin. She plays the piano and sings in the Los Angeles Children's Chorus. Teachers have noted her skills as a debater, as a member of the Scouts, as a tennis player, and a leader of DEI work. Her 8th grade project uniquely married her knowledge of chemistry with art. She designed a project to investigate Chinese sugar art. Sophie, we all know that your future is bright. You're definitely going to need shades, and it's full of possibilities. When we think of Jack Gomez, several words come to mind: intelligent, athletic, and artistic. Peers say that Jack is funny and has the ability to make people laugh. We also appreciate that he brings his strong opinions to class discussions. Albert Einstein once said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning, Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Well, Jack, you are clearly a disciple of Mr. Einstein, and we have all appreciated your questions. We have also been impressed by your talents for both ceramics and volleyball. We can genuinely say that we have enjoyed our chats about what might be in store for you in the future. And whether it's Oxford University, Spain, or who knows, perhaps even a Nobel Prize like Albert, we are all confident that you will follow a gloriously unique path and achieve the unexpected. Mahatma Gandhi once observed that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Ellery Engstrom embodies this philosophy wholeheartedly. She has won service awards in the National Charity League and Girl Scouts, and she chose to spend her 8th grade project week painting a mural for Mano a Mano. But it is the quieter, less public acts that truly draw the admiration of those around her. Teachers note that though she may not be loud, when she offers her ideas, people listen. And peers remark, Ellery is the most observant person I know. She's able to understand everything about a person. On the softball field, Ellery has worked to develop all aspects of her game, and teammates recognize her as an amazing leader who carried the team through determination and hard work. Ellery, you reflected that you hope to experience the world whilst helping others along. We have no doubt that you will succeed in that goal. One peer remarked about Zara Khan, she cares for others and leaves everyone around her smiling. We wholeheartedly agree. Zara's classmates also admire her independence, respect her caring nature, and love her unique sense of humor. We have watched Zara grow into a confident and brave person, one who is able to stand up for herself, but also someone who is not afraid to ask for help when needed. She has formed new friendships, cultivated new talents, and discovered a particular passion for painting and drawing. This year, she continued to develop as a gymnast, while also trying new sports and challenging herself physically. Teachers note the sparkle in her eyes, the determination in her manner, and her clear desire to do well, not to mention her wit and sarcasm. Zara, we have enjoyed having you in class and observing your intelligent mind, coupled with steely determination. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Today's joke is in honor of National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Why did the chicken cross the road? He thought it was an excellent idea. The jokes were, of course, not all about chickens, but this was how Alex Chu greeted us 3 mornings a week all year. And as fun as those moments were, what we will truly remember is the admiration we have for Alex as an athlete, student, and most importantly, as a person. Alex is a young man who has made a concerted effort and determined to improve in all ways this year. Whether speaking during the finals of the speech contest, singing during musical theater, or playing on the baseball field, Alex set goals for himself and didn't stop until he'd achieved them. Classmates say that Alex is hardworking, funny, and compassionate, but we think one peer said it best. Chewy is one of the people I respect the most, and he is just a great person. When reflecting on Maggie McDonald, one peer wrote, "She is honestly the most sincere and selfless person I've ever met, and I am the luckiest person to have her in my life." We're not sure we can top that, but here it goes. Maggie's vivacious, enthusiastic, and positive energy are inspiring. However, possibly even more impressive is the determination, hard work, and grit that lay beneath that bubbly exterior. Maggie is a student who volunteers when nobody else will take a chance, and the peer who stays above the fray and is truly a friend to all. And of course, there's Maggie, the fierce competitor on the soccer field, whose steady presence on the pitch leads her teams to victories. One friend said, "I can always count on Maggie to be there to make me laugh or to tell me what I might not want but need to hear." We have witnessed Maggie's growth throughout her time in middle school and recognized her authenticity and maturity, but really love that she's still that wide-eyed, playful, glass-half-full girl that we met in 6th grade. Hey, Abby, your shoe's untied. Sorry, we couldn't resist. Yes, Abby Kim is self-admittedly gullible. She really does believe anything you tell her. And while we're teasing her a little bit about that today, what we know is that this trait reveals the open and positive way that Abby views the world. She sees the good in things, and as a result, brings out the best in all of us. We have watched Abby grow as a student this year as she's become more comfortable taking risks and expressing her opinions. Many people might be surprised to learn that Abby's only been at Poly for 2 years, because in that short time, she has woven herself into the fabric of her class and the community as a whole. On the sports fields, in the classroom, as a student ambassador, no matter what she's doing, Abby leads by example without even realizing it. To know Abby is to love her. Abby, we hope you believe all we've said today and know that we believe the world could use more people like you. Riker Holloman has opinions. Lots of opinions. The best time to do homework is at lunch, right before class. Students should be able to Postmates food during the school day. Everything, labs, math, writing, is better with music. So, we have a few of our own opinions to share with Riker. Yes, your constant doodling might drive us crazy at times, but we are also impressed with your growth as an artist in just the few months we've known you. Your ability to procrastinate is mind-boggling, yet your work demonstrates insight, creativity, and sophistication. You argue about everything, but somehow your mischievous smile and fun-loving charm manage to make us smile and give in way too often. Riker, here's what we really think. We see you as a talented artist, a phenomenal athlete, an astute mathematician, and an eloquent writer. And we know that even when we lovingly sigh and roll our eyes, we believe your opinions will take you far.
All right, when Ms. Gray said your shoelace is untied, how many of you looked at your own shoes? No, I did. Anyway, this program marks the official end of the school year. So 7th graders, where are you? 7th graders, over there? That behind me is now yours. Take good care of it. We hope all of you enjoyed the ceremony today. Those of you coming to 8th grade promotion will be back here at 6 o'clock. Sunscreen on the opposite side of the face, right there. 8th grade students, make sure you report to the gym at 5. And also, we'd like you 8th graders, please stay up on stage to receive your certificates about what your advisors read to you. So again, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great summer if we don't see you tonight. Thanks. Blew right past that stretch break, huh? Yeah, no. It worked fine. It was fine. Yeah. No, it's good. Maybe because they're so far away. Yeah. No, that's right.